Hey up peeps, so episode 5 and we are going to find that leak today, even if it kills me. That's a joke. Play safe when you got cars on your drive, kids. Welcome back guys to the channel, and big up all the new subscribers that are joining us on this caddy journey. So what I've done is I've just jacked the van up temporarily, and then all I'm doing is just cleaning around the areas. A little bit of WD. I know I should be using brake cleaner, but I haven't got any, so a little bit of WD just around the areas, just to try and clean it all up. As you can see, that sump is looking sparkling at the minute, but I'm looking for the drips, so I thought I'd get underneath, check some hoses, push some hoses, and hope that I can either see some leaks coming out or not. At this moment in time, I can't really see anything, so just having a little bit of a nosy, just trying to find and see if anything is leaking, but it looks pretty good. Now what I did say is that when the engine starts, generally that's when I start to see the leaks more. Almost must be from the vibrations or something, and you'll see a little bit later on that does make sense. So, and I noticed that if I left it on the drive just for a little bit, generally the coolant would start to drop slowly, but it wouldn't be anything drastic. Now once I've started it up and I leave it running, or I go for a drive and come back, yeah, it does absolutely lose that little bit of coolant, which again, if you weren't checking on, could be a major problem longer term. So I thought, let's get under again, let's have a little eyeball. We stopped the leak coming out of the pipes. That was the first one where it was pissing out, if you remember, in episode 1. And yeah, I'm almost caressing this sump now because it looks absolutely unbelievable, and it actually looks that good. You could probably have a nice steak, egg and chips off that thing. But while I'm looking around, I thought, you know what, let's try and see what else I can see. Now I've noticed here there is a blanking plate. Is that on the EGR cooler? I don't know. I'm going to need your guys' help to help me with that blanking plate is, with them green little dots on. Again, having a little look around, can see some sort of oil residue, but again, you're going to find that under the bottom of the vehicle, no doubt, and I think that's coming from the actual drive shaft rather than coolant itself. So at the minute, EGR cooler looks okay. Yes, there's a little bit of oil, a little bit of debris, but really I think that is from, as I said, the drive shaft. Now that little thing in there with the green 2 dots on, that looks like a blanking plate to me. It really does, but I don't know mechanics like you lads know, so please let me know in the comments exactly what that is, because I'm gonna need your help. Look, I just cleaned that sump. Now there's little droplets on. Further. I've come round to there, and that is definitely coolant. It could be water residue, but that's definitely coolant, that. Now you mechanics are probably sat here thinking, yeah, he's right, there is a leak. We can see where that leak is coming round and down to the bottom of the sump. This is at the front of the engine where it's leaking. Now I did assume this a long time ago, but without getting underneath I couldn't tell exactly what it was, but it looks to be the oil filter housing that connects to the side of the block. So again, I have never changed one of these, but it looks to be this black housing that you can't see here, but in the back, in the back here where there's 4 bolts, that black housing on your left hand side with the silver front is an oil filter housing, and an oil cooler I believe as well. So I think the problem lies on the black plastic. I think it's warped away from the block, and therefore that is where we're getting our coolant leak, and there is a coolant pipe coming in there, and as you can see, all of the drips are starting to come down. So what I have done to take a precautionary measure is I've ordered some dye as well, because I thought, why not dye the coolant and then get a torch in it just to verify. But I've also picked up an oil cooler and oil filter. Honestly, I can't believe I've just found that. So it's definitely leaking from that oil cooler plastic at the back. I don't even know what it's called. It's an oil cooler plus housing, that's the one. Definitely leaking from there, I think. So I've just ordered one there online for 46 quid. It's not a genuine part, but hopefully if it does replace it and fixes the problem, that's a massive step in the right direction. I would have went to VW, but they were £175. that seems a little bit overkill just for that one part. So we'll try it, we'll see if it works, and if not, we can always replace it. And like I said, you get a 3-year warranty with these parts, so it's definitely worthwhile trying them. So again, back to that situation, we're waiting for parts, we're waiting for things to get done. So I am now currently leaving it on the ramp because I want to get it fixed. I need to source a inside wheel arch by the looks of it, because that thing is just non-existent. And then I'm going to start, once I've just finished off the inside of the van, let me show you this. So on the inside of the van is my new little helper. So on the inside of the van, I'm just going to get the doors covered today, and then I need to get some more fresh ply. I need to finish off this little leg. So I need to finish off this little leg just down here and get this floor finished. I think I've managed to source a pair of alloys as well. I'm looking for a 4-pair replacement. I can't seem to find these ones, so I'll just sell 3 of them and 1 of them. Someone will have them from somewhere. But we're starting to make some decent progress in the back, or at least in the van. I'm starting to feel like we're moving in the right direction. I need a new rubber seal for the back doors, and I've also decided that I'm going to replace this one door here, which has got the I don't know if you can see, it's got the denting in that door. So replace that door. This door's alright, it's absolutely fine, there should be no reason why I replace that. I'll just replace the bulbs in the back, which hopefully should be with me this week. Going to get the black bumper off the back, that back black bumper off this week as well, get that sprayed and get that done. But really, now that we've found the leak, it's all about getting this van, getting that part stripped out there and getting it not leaking at all. Injector seals are coming this week. So I think, guys, we are pretty much getting there. I'm really looking forward to not having it leaking or having an injector issue, because at that point in time I can start to take it out, get used to the van, and start to make sure it's like, you know, spot on. I've got a service coming, a kit coming as well, so I'm doing the oil filter housing. I can service the van as well, because just in case any coolant went from that housing into the oil, might have contaminated it. Again, could be, could not be, but let's change the oil as well. So yeah, we're just slowly but surely getting there. And like I say, once we get that oil cooler, I'll get that on the film next, and we can start to have a look at that together. But I just want to spray, I want to get some Raptor. This is going to get a Raptor black finish as well, so I honestly can't wait to get some black Raptor paint on it. And I may even go grey as well, I'm not entirely sure, but the grey on the Sprinter is a nice grey, it's unique, so I might do that as well. Again, so many opportunities. But look, we think we found that second coolant leak. Now the first one, it was pissing out of the pipe, but this second one is coming out of that sort of housing. So, and I've heard on the forums by loads of VW lads that actually this is a really common thing to happen. So guys, and again, we are finding these problems on this Caddy van, but all I can say is a massive thank you to everybody liking the video, sharing and subscribing. It means nothing, and you know what, we're starting to get up there, which is fantastic. So I'll see you guys on the next one when we replace this oil cooler housing.